Hey, it's Amanda, and I'm coming to you with a Currently Inked. Now, we had a pretty big Currently Inked last month, and I have still been working my way through these. However, we did ink up a few pens last month that weren't included on here. So we're going to do a March Currently Inked, and it's going to be all the stuff that I've inked since the last Currently Inked. One was a pen that I missed completely because I didn't know it was inked. Two are new acquisitions, and the rest, well, actually technically 4 new acquisitions, but I've had videos on 2 of them. And yeah, it's a bunch of new inks. So before we start the actual Currently Inked process of what I have here, I wanted to go through these real fast. There were 7 pens that I happened to archive. One of them being the Franklin Christoph Model 31, which is actually a Model 02, I believe, with Sailor Manyo Hinoki. Loved it. I switched the nib before the Currently Inked to a medium from a music nib, and ended up just using the ink really fast. Also, one that I did want to talk about is this Jinhao 80. I had the Flapjack Octopus Orange in it. However, I think I have I must have a cracked feed or something like that. I haven't opened it up to really take a look at it. However, basically all of the ink ended up leaking into the cap. So I really only got to write with it a couple of times. When I did write with it, it was dripping drops, blobs of ink. So something's up with this pen, and I'm gonna have to take a look at it further. But it even went all the way up here to where the cap meets the clip, and yeah. So if you have a Jinhao 80 and you've experienced anything like this, let me know. I'd love to hear your experiences. Overall, writing with it was fine, aside from when I noticed that the ink started dripping out of, I would just be writing, and then all of a sudden there'd just be a blob, and then that coupled with the fact that there was no ink in the body, in the converter, I think I have a crack. I think I have a crack in the feed. So I haven't taken it apart yet. That's something that future me will have to do, but yeah, I wanted to kind of show off my experience with how this pen ended up being. So there was that. The next one that I archived is Colorverse Shiny Black. I ended up doing some Anne of Green Gables. Actually, do I have my notebook here? I had it, and then I moved stuff around. I think it's right here, though. I'm still not super far with this project, but I've been trying to do a little here and there. Here's the Hinoki. And then I did Colorverse Shiny Black. Ended up using 2 pages for this. Also, I wrote my Sailor with Fuji Manyo Dry. Also, this was Sea Holly from my Lamy 2000. Colorverse Shiny Black. Also wrote some with Seaside or Southside Market Boysenberry, but this isn't used up yet. And also archived Sailor Alaska. And I'm working on the next section with Hissy Fit. So I have been using my pens. Yeah. So we archived that one, and then like I just showed you, Aquamarine and Shiny Black, both of those are gone. Sailor Manyo Fuji is archived, and oh yeah, Pilot Hiroshizuku Hana Ikada in the Sailor Licool is also archived. And that's it. Everything else is still currently inked, and I have been writing here and there with everything, so all of those still apply, but we're going to write with the most recent Currently Inked pens. There are other pens that I would like to ink up, but I haven't done it yet, and I'm going to save the 2 newest acquisitions for last. First up, we have my Lamy 2000. No, my Twisbee Eco. This is Twisbee Eco Yellow. It was the first of the yellow pens, I believe. I think it came before Transparent Yellow. I usually have this as a Hufflepuff pen, but I currently have Lamy Dark Lilac in it. Let's just do a little bit of this, a little bit of zoom in. There we go. How do I do this? Ink, pen, and then lines and scribbles. Okay. Lamy Dark Lilac. This is the Twisbee Eco Yellow. And I have this with a fine nib. The line probably looks closer to medium because this is the Cosmo Airlight paper. I just realized my microphone's not plugged in, so let me fix that. There. The sound should be a little better. I kind of want to ink up some of the new Inkflight inks. I won't talk about it because I don't want to spoil anything because it arrived really early and I'm sure people are still getting it. But man, it was a really good one. I mean, I pretty much always think the Inkflights are good ones, to be honest. However, I love that it was like stuff that I've wanted and didn't get. Let's continue. Let's compare the dark lilacs. I have my Lamy All-Star Lilac inked with Lamy Dark Lilac, and this is a medium nib. The dark lilac in this pen is a fresher inking than the Twisbee. Looks like the Twisbee actually kind of looks a little darker. But this is wet, so maybe it just needs to dry and it'll dry a little darker, but also the fine nib. Okay, next up I'll do this one. This is the Twisbee Eco Transparent Yellow, and in this I have a Sailor, 50 states, Iowa. I don't really like writing with this when it's wet. I prefer it much more when it dries and darkens a little bit. At least on this paper. I don't know if it would be different on Tomo wafer paper. Next I will do the other yellow, my Twisbee Eco Tea Saffron. Compare the yellows. This is Van Diemen's European Honeybee Eater Chin. This is the Twisbee Eco Tea Saffron, and I have a broad nib on it. It almost looks like the Iowa would be a better match for the saffron pen than the, but I didn't have the Iowa when I got this pen, so I went with the yellow I was digging. I love that yellow is not my jam, and I currently have 2 yellow inks in pens and 3 yellow pens inked up. I'm going to finish off the Twisbee Ecos with the Twisbee Eco Transparent Green, and I have this inked with Sailor 50 States Nevada. The shading on this ink is kind of nuts. This has a medium nib. This ink is so shady. Oh, you weren't even in frame. Sorry about that. It's almost kind of, I don't know, it just, watery is the word that comes to mind. Because the ink looks so, like, look at that shading. There's so many light parts. Okay, I'm going to continue with the 50 States. We've got the Twisbee Swipe in Ice Blue. And I have this inked with Hawaii. Sailor 50 States, Hawaii. This has a broad nib. Definitely have some hand oils here. I washed my hands and lotioned them before touching this paper, so handprints galore. That's very pretty. And last of the 50 States that I have inked up is, well, we have this in the Twisbee Swipe Pear, and I have a medium nib on this one, and we have this inked with Sailor 50 States North Dakota. My cords are not cooperating. And we have a medium nib on this one. Definitely lots of hand oils here. And last but not least for this page, we have the Lamy All-Star Petrol in, the Lamy All-Star in Petrol. Also, for winners of the contest, I feel like I should do a quick video. The winners were chosen. I've heard from one of them and have to mail their pen out Friday. And then the second winner, I still haven't heard from. So, Daniela. I've heard from Daniela. Daniela's the one that I have to send their pen out. But Mary C., if you're watching this and you entered the contest, please check your email. Or send me an email so I can get you your prize. This is inked with Lamy Petrol. This is the Lamy All-Star Petrol, and I have a fine nib on this. Alright, I have two brand new pens that I have not talked about so much yet. Yeah. So this we have is a Sailor Pro Gear Imperial Black. Has a medium nib on it, and it's beautiful and it's lovely. And I bought it from a friend who was selling it, and I was like, the fuck you're selling it? And I bought it from them, and I'm keeping it safe. And if they ever get to a point where they want it back, I will gladly give it back. But for now, it lives with me, and I'm taking care of it. And I have it inked with Tono and Limbs. Let's zoom back in a little bit. Tono and Limbs. Who Are You? Which is a sample that I got from Creepy Nibs. I thought it was a fitting combination. This ink and pen combination has actually been very lovely to work with. I've really enjoyed it when I've been writing with it. The shading is super lovely, and it just looks nice out of the pen. I will gladly be using my sample. I might keep this permanently inked until I run out of the sample, but here's that Sailor Pro Gear 21 karat. It's a coated nib, like the Wicked Witch. It's a black coated nib, and it's freaking stunning. I've actually been wanting one of these, so when they said that they were thinking of selling it, I was happy to take it off their hands, but also sad because it belongs with them, in my personal humble opinion. But yes, I love it. I love it. I've been using it a ton, so it has been getting its use. And this one is a recent Walltown Pens acquisition. This is the Watts Slim model in unicorn skin, and it's just stunning. It's this beautiful blue material with this like iridescent pink shimmer. Sometimes it looks purple, sometimes it looks pink. I think it's one of their color shift pens. Look at that. It's just so pretty. It has the prettiest swirl. I freaking love it. And I got this with their new flex nib offering. I'm not good with flex nibs, but I wanted to try it. I have it's an extra fine flex, and I have it inked with, I don't know how it's going to be on this paper though, Van Diemen's, Blue Jay crown. I was going to put either Alpha Cygni or Mystic Mountain in here, but then I saw the Blue Jay crown and I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. And this is an EF Flex. And this ink is lovely. I'll probably we'll do some like figure eights. Anyway, it's not perfect. Like I said, I'm not good with flexi nibs, but I wanted to try it because it was a new offering and I wanted to see, I don't know, how it wrote. And it's pretty nice. I can't tell if I'm like running out of ink because I've been playing with the flex or if the feed's just not holding up. But hello. So that is our currently inked for March 7th, 23. It's all of the previously inked pens that haven't been archived, plus these 10. This is actually a pretty cheerful ink. I feel like the Blue Jay crown reminds me a lot of the Diamine Bashful Blueberry, I think. I like it like I like that ink. It's like a similar shade. Anyway, I love it. Here's a little close-up. That dark lilac definitely has oxidized in the Twisbee Eco, I think. It's a lot darker. Also, the fine nib makes it a little darker, but there's that. Iowa and Honeybee Eater Chin. I hope that's visible in camera. This definitely looks more orangey to me than this one does. We have 50 States, Nevada. That shading is just beautiful. Again, super shady on the Hawaii and the North Dakota. Got some hand oil bothering petrol, but still lovely. You can see that it's not quite black. There is some of that blue-green in there. I feel like it shows up pretty nicely. We have that Tono and Limbs, Who Are You? And Van Diemen's Blue Jay crown. And that unicorn skin pen. Like, I feel bad. I feel like I might have carjacked this from some people as well. I didn't mean to. if it helps the next day, I purchased it at like 2 in the morning. I'm not even joking. And then I woke up and they had primary manipulation pens. So I should have really waited. But honestly, this is freaking stunning. And I have been enjoying the flex nib. I've been enjoying it a lot. So yeah. There we go. Let's see the pens laid out. I'm going to lay them out in a slightly different order than I have them on the paper. Because I want the transparents to be together and I want the saffron. Yeah, see, this is Iowa and this is honeybee urchin. Like, that's how I should have had it. Then we'll put the swipes together. Oh, kind of a rainbow. I gotta fit 10 pens in here. I should just not do this on camera and just like cut to it when it's done. And then we'll move into, let's see, we have Petrol. And then we have the Lilac. And then we have this. I feel like that goes better with the purple. And then we have this. There we go. Oh, see? Proof that I recently opened a Walltown pen. Warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness, and it always does. So yeah. So all the previous ones, except the ones we talked about, not inking, and then these. So yeah. What do you have inked this month? Do you have any combinations you're really enjoying? Let me know. Ooh, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I love hearing from you always, always, always. So yes. Oh, this looks so pretty together. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon with another video. I have like 3 swatching videos to edit and upload. I just need to do it, and I haven't. So yeah, thank you again, and yeah, let me know what you've got inked up. Let me know if you like any of these pens. Yeah, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. Love you. Bye.